Chamber. Senator Haskell, good evening.
Good evening, Madam President, and thank you so much to my colleagues for this really robust and insightful debate. I've learned a lot in listening, and it's been a long day and a long night, so I will keep my remarks rather brief. I think that Senator Maroney said it incredibly eloquently. The bill before us certainly is not perfect. I'm not sure anyone around this circle, whether they're a proponent of the bill or an opponent of the bill, would say that it is. But, Madam President, over the course of this 2-year term in the state Senate, I've yet to vote on a bill that's perfect. Sometimes constituents email saying, how can you vote on this bill if it's not perfect yet? When I ask my colleagues who have been here for a much longer time, they tell me that perfect bills are pretty hard to come by. A lot of my constituents have come up to me, people I really respect and admire, and they've asked, do we really need this? Are there actually problems in Connecticut? What does George Floyd's murder in Minneapolis have to do with our state, with our community? And I can stand here, Madam President, and list off some statistics about how consent searches disproportionately impact people of color. We can stand here and talk about the fact that in a state that is 80% white, 56% of the people tased or threatened to be tased by police officers are people of color. But more importantly than any of that, Madam President, is the personal testimony from my colleagues, particularly those who serve in this chamber who are people of color. For those who are on the fence this evening, please listen to the passion in Senator Winfield's voice. Please hear the stories that Senator Moore will tell. I don't know what it is like to live in their skin, but I have listened, and I have learned a lot over the last few weeks. So, Madam President, I'll be voting for the bill. Not because I think that all cops are bad. I actually have the honor of knowing some wonderful police officers and captains and detectives and sergeants and lieutenants and chiefs in my district. And I think actually that most police officers serve our state with honor and integrity, and they deserve our deep thanks and our gratitude. But when truly egregious conduct occurs, there ought to be a way for victims to seek justice, not just in criminal court, but also in civil court, because nobody should be above the law. And, Madam President, there have been marches across Connecticut and across my district in New Canaan, in Ridgefield, in Reading, in Westport, in Wilton, in Weston. I stood with my constituents and I held the Black Lives Matter sign and I joined them in grieving the loss of George Floyd and so many other people of color. However, holding a Black Lives Matter sign, it doesn't mean anything if, when we come to this chamber, we don't vote in a way that affirms Black lives do, in fact, matter. So I thank Senator Winfield for all of his incredible work. I thank Representative Staffstrom and all of my colleagues who have taught me so much about this problem and taught me about the fact that this bill is not being rushed. In fact, this is long overdue reform. Thank you, Madam President. I'll be voting in favor of the bill.
Thank you, Senator Haskell. Will you remark further on the bill that is before the chamber? Good